In the digital age, online censorship has emerged as a contentious issue. The FBI has resumed its collaboration with social media companies to censor posts labeled as disinformation, a move that has raised significant concerns. As we look towards the 2024 election, this partnership between federal agencies such as the FBI and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, or CISA, aims to remove what they deem as disinformation from their sites. This renewed effort coincides with a landmark case, Murthy versus Missouri, which is currently before the U.S. Supreme Court. At the heart of this case is the allegation that the federal government is pressuring social media platforms to censor free speech online, a potential violation of the First Amendment. In July 2023, a preliminary injunction was issued barring federal agencies from colluding with big tech to censor posts. This injunction, upheld by the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in September, was later lifted by the Supreme Court in October, allowing the federal government's censorship operations to resume. The resumption of these efforts underscores the ongoing debate around free speech and government control over online discourse. The case of Murthy versus Missouri brings the issue of government-compelled censorship into sharp focus. This case alleges that the federal government's pressuring of social media companies to censor online speech constitutes a violation of the First Amendment. In July 2023, U.S. District Court Judge Terry Doughty issued a preliminary injunction barring federal agencies from colluding with big tech to censor posts they don't like. Doughty wrote, "If the allegations made by plaintiffs are true, the present case arguably involves the most massive attack against free speech in United States history." Subsequently, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals upheld Doughty's injunction in September. However, the U.S. Supreme Court lifted the Fifth Circuit's injunction in October, effectively allowing the federal government's censorship operations to resume while it considered the merits of the case. As we speak, the Supreme Court is expected to issue a final ruling on the merits of Murthy versus Missouri this summer. This case represents a significant chapter in the ongoing struggle between free speech and government censorship. The collaboration between the federal government and big tech to silence online speech has largely gone unnoticed, yet its impact and extent are unprecedented. The Biden administration exerted pressure on social media platforms to censor COVID-related posts deemed as misinformation, even when such posts contained factually true information. Another glaring example is the censorship of the New York Post's report on the Biden family's business dealings in the run-up to the 2020 election. Then there's the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, or CISA. This agency, often referred to as the nerve center of the federal government's censorship operations, created the Election Integrity Partnership, or EIP. This partnership has been accused of attempting to bypass the First Amendment and public scrutiny by laundering censorship activities. This operation tried to censor true information, jokes, satire, and political opinions, and even flagged posts from prominent conservative figures for big tech censorship. The collusion between the government and big tech raises critical questions about the boundaries of free speech in the digital age. It is clear that the issue of online censorship and government control over digital discourse is far from resolved. With the Supreme Court's final ruling on the horizon, we're reminded of the crucial role of free speech in a democratic society. As we navigate through this digital age, let's stay informed and vigilant. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more Top News Daily.